So I'm heavy on Instagram, and I fucking commented on something, and who responds? Lo and behold, the Sandman podcast. So the whole point of what I'm trying to say
I'm
is
sorry,
I'm
I am
shouting
not
out.
Sandman. I'm not familiar
I'm
with
shouting
Sandman.
out.
Is it a popular podcast?
Because sad he's about to fucking be, because we're the most popular podcast in Mumbai, India. And so
Wait, so
he's
is it
about
really
to be the second most
popular, like Indian podcast?
No, he's not Indian. He's the Sandman is an ECW wrestler.
See, I know the Sandman from Neil Gaiman.
No,
I would
the
say
Sandman,
the
you know the
graphic
talent-
novel.
Sandman came to a stick and smashed the beer, drank the beer and smashed it. Then had ridiculously hardcore matches like in ECW and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. I guess if you're more on the literature side, Neil Gaiman did this amazing some of the greatest graphic novels of all time called The Sandman. They did make a one season iteration of it that came out like a year ago. So
If I could pull up the screen share and knew how to do that with him on
No.
there, I would do that
Yeah.
and show everybody the Sandman. But the Sandman was a legendary ECW wrestler who would pretty much show up with a cigarette in his mouth, and he would hammer a beer, and he would also hammer the living dog shit out of you with
Stone
ten-
Cold
He would also hammer beers before the match. It's
Stone Cold
like
Speakers.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jeff can go deep
Yeah.
on.
Go ahead.
anything
Stone
wrestling.
Cold, that was his persona, but Sandman lived that life.
Oh,
That's
was it
different.
who's actually doing that?
Sandman
Yeah.
was
Oh,
that
yeah.
dude.
He was drinking all the beer before the match.
Crazy.
Like the and smoking sticks too.
Like, I don't know if they actually got like drank freaking like malt liquor, not malt liquor, but who is it that said that they're drinking between games in the NBA?
Oh.
Either way, it's the same thing. But
Yeah.
this guy was like living.
Oh, he's a wrestler, and he would
but
do
he
it.
got to openly do it.
Yeah.
It's part
And so the thing is that I
He's
wanted
like,
to
if I'm
say,
out of my bed, I'm an
the
alcoholic.
main point is that if you don't,
back to bring my job home, honey.
if you don't know who the Sandman is, if you don't know who ECW is,
Oh, YouTube that.
don't look. You need to go look up.
Wait, no, here's a new window.
You can go look up the Sandman.
If you
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll look up the Sandman and show him.
Hey, you asked me his best match. My match. It's the one versus Taboo. I think it's like Stairway to Hell.
ECW, the Sandman.
It's like a death match. It's like barbed wire and shit.
do you know? Yeah, do you know what year that fight was, or what did it feel like?
Like 97, 98.
So either way, the Sandman replied to me on Instagram, and
Versus Taboo. That's the one.
yeah,
Oh
and
yeah,
they have they've got a podcast. You also go check out Sandman's podcast. See what they got.
Oh, look at them pants.
Just legendary stories is what you're in for over there, man. It's a great podcast. I checked them out.
Oh.
That's Sabu. And that dude's a legend himself. But there's the Sandman.
Oh, it was in a turn.
He said, "Get off of me. I want a Miller and a cig." That dude runs on Miller
Now you
and
can see it.
cigarettes. Can Jeff see it?
Cool.
He's like, "Be quiet." I'm like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
The window,
Dude, Sabu's a legend. He's got to be on ECW Mount Rushmore. You think, Jeff? We know we've talked about
What
it.
year is this?
97? Isn't that what you said, Jeff?
Yeah, 97.
I think it's 98.
98.
Trying to think. Whenever
that.
against Stone Cold with the Raw.
Oh, this one's good too. This one's a good one.
That was like late 90s, early.
And see his shirt,
Like, not far around.
blood, sweat, and beers.
But then with WW,
This was ECW.
ECW. Wasn't that owned by ECW?
Or
this was like some-
WWE owns all the rights to ECW now.
But back
uh,
then, though, like back then,
Like ECW,
Oh,
Stairway to Hell.
so they were more like
98.
a little underground, more underground than like WCW, WWF at the
Yeah.
time.
ECW House Party 98. That's
So
what
this
it
is like the more hardcore stuff at the time.
Yeah, these dudes went hard. It was like they still had their
This
bit.
is like barbed wire death matches. This is like,
Oh,
like,
shit.
you know, the thumb.
So it's like,
the-
oh man,
The backyard wrestling video.
watch like
used to get from
Easter, pretty cool. It just made me think
oh,
about
like
like
Heels is
small
amazing. I love
Here
Heels.
y'all go.
Yeah, dude.
This is
Isn't it nice to someone else to watch it.
Right? I know. It's like a little hidden gem.
Right?
Like stars.
Oh, it's the fact that it's like, yes, dude. And I think hopefully it gets picked up for its third season.
So-
we'll keep going.
here we go. We got these are the guys y'all need to go check out. If you're interested in learning about old school ECW stuff, any listening to the Sandman and them talk about crazy shit. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Shout out Sandman.
Yeah, man. Shout out Sandman
Shout out
podcast.
Sandman.
This is their This is their page, man. Looks like they've got 14 episodes.
Going through like his best, like greatest matches, and there's other really good like hardcore matches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring. They did one of a Dark Side of the Ring of him, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Episode 7, Dark Side of the Ring.
One that like he had a lot to do with. I think it was about ECW or something like that.
I can do that and try and do it if you think I'm the best bet, but like,
Yeah.
you know, do like a song.
But no, man. I mean, the EC, y'all definitely got to go check out that man. Sandman.
WCW Uncensored. That's a
Give
big
you
match
5 minutes?
with him.
5 minutes of
WC. That's one of the episodes here, huh?
I think they can carry it.
Towards the end, number 2.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, right there. WCW Uncensored.
Mhm.
So, yeah, man, y'all definitely got to go check out. So that's the number one shout out is the Sandman
Like, you have to
podcast.
sleep eventually.
Got to check him out. Number one, you got to familiarize yourself with who in the hell the Sandman is.